the First Presidency, said this, and I really like the way he said this. Sometimes we may become frustrated that the Lord has delayed answering our prayer. In such times, we need to understand that he knows what we do not know. He sees what we do not see. Trust in him. He knows what is best for his child, and being a perfect God, he will answer our prayers perfectly and in the perfect time. Elder Orson Pratt once pointed out, if God spoke to us and directed every affair in our lives, every aspect of our lives, wherein would be the test, he asked. How can we become men and women of integrity, Elder Pratt asked, if in fact we are guided in every move of our lives? It was Elder Richard G. Scott of the Council of the 12 who said there are times when we're not getting a clear answer, that we should move ahead and make the best choice we can, and take that as somewhat of a compliment to us that the Lord is trusting us to use our good judgment. President Brigham Young once observed that when we pray and pray and pray to know the mind of God and no clear answer comes, we should, in fact, as we just indicated, move ahead with our best judgment, make the best judgment we have. And then he said, and God is bound to own and honor that transaction. I think there's a great message there. Obviously, it's true that if we are not getting a clear answer and an answer needs to be made at a certain time, we need to go with our best judgment. But I think there's something deeper that President Young is suggesting. Brothers and sisters, to the extent that we're striving to keep the Spirit of the Lord with us, to the extent that we're putting out of our lives on a regular basis things that have no place in the life of a latter-day saint, to the extent that we're dismissing from our minds and our hearts feelings and thoughts that have no place in a person's serious about spiritual things, to that extent, not that we're perfect, but that we're trying and we're moving in the right direction, to that extent, the Lord sends his Spirit and it begins to do what? It begins to educate our desires. It begins to form our judgment. It begins to work upon our wisdom. And before too very long, we are making wise judgments when no clear answer seems to come. We're making wise judgments and good determinations that one day we'll look back as we're watching the video of all of this and realize it was what the Lord wanted anyway. Why? Because the Lord had been schooling us all along the way.